I feel like you've never kind of enjoyed the wonder of Christmas. I can't ever get the sense, maybe except when you were very, very young, that kind of bright-eyed, thinking of Santa, kind of landing on the roof and coming down the chimney and drinking the sherry or whatever.
I like the idea of it, right?
Sure.
The sort of, I used to get a couple of annuals every year,
So did I, yeah.
And I was allowed to open one on Christmas Eve.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So
they could throw it on the fire.
I think
it is something like
a quick skim through, do the words.
Yeah. I think that's a light of a cigar off the cooker.
No, the thing is, right, you were just saying about what are you, about Christmas. That's the funny thing, right, because in our house there's no one who's religious, right?
No.
My dad got annoyed when I went to church that day. He was like, what are you doing that for?
Of course.
I went to see a gig in Liverpool. Remember the band The Christians?
Yeah.
He thought I'd join some club.
Yeah.
I said I've been to see The Christians. He was saying to me, man, what's he doing going out with them?
Yeah.
And then the other thing is, because I'm not christened or anything, my mum used to say to me, don't tell anyone that, because there's witches and stuff.
I want to go back and see his upbringing. I just want to go back and see him at 7. One day in the life of Karl, age 7.
Just to have 3 ghosts visit him and take him back through time. But we could go with him.
We can be some of the ghosts.
Yeah, the ghosts of Christmas past.
Oh,
remember this?
That's incredible. Because she wasn't Christian, but she thought maybe someone could take your soul because you weren't Christian.
It's like there's cults and that, isn't there? And if they find out you're not christened, then
right. I don't think they care. I don't think a lot of cults care.
Well,
but what can they do if you're not Christian?
I don't know. I just said all right, because then through that time there must have been a time when.
But hold on, now they know.
Yeah, but I'm older now, so I'm all right. She used to worry about me playing out on the street.
Oh, she was worried about when you were naive and stupid and easily led.
Well,
yeah. No. Good point. No, you're right now. Yeah.
So
yeah.
Good. It's after Christmas now. That's it for another year. All right, everyone had a nice Christmas?
Oh, yeah, I had a blinder. I had an absolute blinder, mate.
Good presents, Karl?
Yeah, not bad, yeah.
Get anything good? Odds and ends?
Not that I can think of.
Odds and sods?
Bits and bobs.
Yeah. A friend of mine got a gift, or rather gave it as a gift. I don't know if you've been familiar with these. It's a charity organisation, and you go on their website, or you phone them up, and you can give someone else the gift of, say, a goat for an African family. So you say, this is what I've bought goat. And they go, oh, brilliant, where is it? And you go, no, it's going to a family in Africa. And it's a sort of goodwill thing, you know what I mean?
So you buy an African family a goat
that will help them for years.
And it's like you're saying, well, I would have bought you a present.
Yeah, but I've used that money wisely.
Yeah, so it's almost like they've given
the
present. They've given the goat.
Yeah, it's a beautiful idea. But as soon as he told me about it, I thought to myself straight away, knowing Karl's views on charity and giving, you know, particularly at this seasonal time, I wondered what his views would be.
Well, are they happy with the present over there? Like the people who are getting it?
What, the African family?
Yeah, is the African family sort of going, oh, I hope someone gets us a goat?
That's nothing to do with Christmas for them. They're not sitting around thinking, I wonder if Santa brings us some food. It's a long-term thing. These are happening all year, I assume. It goes towards a pool of money that goes to... It's not like they get a... You're an idiot. What, you think an African family wakes up and there's a little goat with a ribbon tied round it, and they go, oh, look what Santa brought us.
Look, and that mince pie's gone on that glass of milk.
You're such an idiot.
No, but what I'm saying is, does that family want a goat?
Yes.
But why?
It's not they want a goat, it's they need a goat. Do you think... What do you think this organisation is?
Just arbitrarily giving goats to people.
They're going to say, oh, I wanted Nintendo. What are you thinking?
But what I'm saying is, right, let me put myself in their shoes. Well,
this will be a first.
Got any. But say I'm one of them, right, over there, right? I'm hungry, right? I'm sat there, it's Christmas Day, right? I open it up, open the present, little goat there, right? Now, if I was one of them, I'd be going, not another mouth to feed. At the end of the day, there isn't enough food to go round for themselves, never mind a goat. Don't they say, like, having a dog and that is quite expensive? Sometimes they say, you know, what with all the injections you've got to give it, the food, the tinned food and everything, it mounts up. And what I'm saying is, that's all very well giving them a goat. Who's looking after it?
Well, I'm assuming it's all above board. The goat's had its injections. That's what some of the money goes towards. It's given to them so they can milk it and have milk and cheese and whatever. I don't think it's a burden. What is this? What do you mean? They wake up Christmas Day and open a present. It's not like
so there's
that.
a thing. There's a goat-shaped thing in wrapping paper. I wonder what that could be. I hope it's that goat we asked for. My God, it is.
All I'm saying
It's just a nice marketing way of distributing wealth. It's the way of going, this is a nice gift. It's like people sometimes they say don't send flowers at a funeral. They don't send flowers. Give some money to the local hospice. Yeah. It's just a way of redirecting cash.
But the thing is, why do they want that goat? What's the main reason? What does a goat give you?
Milk.
Right. Now, wouldn't it be easy to just send them a bottle of milk? Without all the hassle and the headaches that come with it. That's all I'm saying. And the other thing is, think about the goat. That was happy over here. Suddenly, it's on barren land. No grass.
I'm gonna burst! What do you mean?
You didn't send a goat from here.
I'm saying, who's happy at the end of this, right? You've got a fella who hasn't got a present over here because the mate bought him a goat, right? So yeah, let's do this properly. So there's a tick. He's not happy, right? Then, you've got the person who's opened it, who, like you said, wanted something else, right? It's a goat. They go, who's going to look after this, right? So tick, they're not happy. And then you've got the goat going, what am I doing here?
Seth Lakeman and Fight for Favour, one of my favourite songs of the year. Isn't that beautiful?
It's very nice, yeah, I've not heard it before.
On Radio 2.
Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington, Christmas Eve. You know that already, I don't know why I'm
We're giving gifts. We're giving the gift of song.
Yeah.
And chat.
The gift of chat, the gift of rockbusters.
The gift of
gobbledygook.
The gift of Karl to the nation. You cannot buy that. You can't bottle it. I'd like to see him bottled.
That'd be ideal.
Like a little frog.
Pickled in a jar.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. He will be one day. He will be in Ripley's.
Yes.
One day.
Yeah.
And they say he used to walk round amongst us.
Exactly.
It's quite normal. But let's not forget why we give gifts.
Well, yeah, just to cheer people up and that.
Yeah. No, it's because the wise men gave gifts to the baby Jesus.
Yeah.
So, that's why.
What would you have got the baby Jesus? I'd probably got him tokens. And let him decide, because it's very, you know what I mean, you don't want to get anything, you know, and then he doesn't like it, wants to take it back.
Well, I'll tell you, in a recent poll Waterstones did, the favourite gift for children was Flanimals. Still available?
That's so outrageous. That's so disgraceful. It's Christmas Eve.
What would you have got him then?
Probably extras on DVD. I don't make any money from Flanimals.
Yeah.
I like the fact that one of the wise men turned up with gold. And the other two, frankincense and myrrh, which, as I understand it, is it's like incense or something? Incense or perfume?
I don't know.
I believe that's what it is. But I just love the idea that one of them to know. They've all got together, they've gone, okay, now guys, we're not gonna spend more than 50 quid each this year. Alright?
Definitely not.
Definitely not. So what have you all got? Before we go in and see him, what have you all got?
I spent a bit more than 50.
What are you talking about, man? We just say we weren't spending, we were just gonna whip
Just got him
cheap, like a token.
No, I got him some gold.
Can't believe it, what?
Well, I'm trying to make an impression. He's the son of God.
But I didn't know. We only got I got frankincense.
And what did the other fella get?
He got myrrh, and I don't even know what that is, and I'm a wise man. Surely one of them must have been furious.
Is myrrh still popular? Gold still very popular.
I hope so, because this is what my grand's getting this year.
Really?
Yeah, lovely.
Well, that's why we give gifts.
Do you know, like, how he got them gifts? Right?
Yeah.
Little baby Jesus.
Yeah.
Were they for Christmas or his birthday?
I don't know.
Radio.
Tell you what, a lot of people are wondering, Karl, is what I received from Ricky this year.
Go on.
Nothing! Absolutely nothing. I remember actually after my birthday he said, oh yeah, I'll be getting you a little gift. Forgot. So I've had nothing from him this year. He's a man who's got a little bit of cash in his pocket now. What I'm hoping is that maybe he'll pool it over the next 5 years and buy me something I've been reading about recently. Now, you definitely love this, surely. Have you started seeing this now? Virgin are starting plugging Virgin Galactic. I think it's something like 200,000 quid, and you'll get a chance to go in a space shuttle into space. Now, I don't know what your feelings are, Rick. You know, I know you've probably got a bit of cash in the bank.
I was thinking of giving you another signed extras DVD.
Anything. It's the thought that counts, so that would be great. But
I've got some knocking round. I can give you one of those. I know you've already got one of those, but
Sure.
I don't mind. They don't cost me much.
No, great.
And do you like the book Flanimals?
I know it's aimed at 5-year-olds, so I don't know why I personally would want it, but
you know, that's going to be in the little selection box for you.
Great.
But
Carl, it was in Heat this week, and they mentioned that he does this thing on Sky. What is it?
It's this thing with Richard Bacon, some programme about watching telly, and you just talk about what you're watching and that.
And he was annoyed because he said because his parents are there, and so he's not doing it. He's not going to turn up because they mentioned it in Heat.
and so his parents might watch.
Yeah.
Why are you worried about that?
I don't like them watching stuff, do I? I told you, it dates back to when I did Little Donkey at school. I don't want people watching me.
What's that? Just renew us on Little Donkey. What happened?
It was just, you know, I was there to play the drums and that in We Three Kings. I was loving it, you know. I got a bit carried away.
How old were you?
About 13,
Yeah.
right?
Really?
Probably.
Yeah.
About 10, no, about 10 probably.
Yeah. Go on.
6.
Jesus.
6 and
Where old were you? What school were you at?
Okay, you were playing Little Donkey.
Yeah.
So, and,
no.
No,
You
but it
must-
was one of them schools where everyone sort of was in the same one. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, a Manchester school.
What
the
do
one
you
class
mean?
Well, it's like you.
What, sweeping chimneys in the day and then 1 hour of learning? What are you talking about? What school were you at? Was it infants, junior or
They
secondary?
didn't really do that. It was
What
one
do
where.
you mean? You did that? They still have to abide by the laws of the land in Manchester.
No, but it was a lot more. Like you had infants, but
Yeah.
you also had like the older lot. There's kids there who, when you're in the younger year and that, you'd see kids and you go, "Is that?"
Talk English and use terms that people do when they're talking about schooling.
I don't even want to talk about this.
No, how old were you? What
I'm guessing maybe 6 or 7 or 8.
So you went from 13 to 6?
Yeah, but like I say, it's hard to remember because
Imagine if you were giving evidence in a trial.
Yeah. How old were you? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I can't really narrow it down other than 7 years either way.
You know, theoretically,
Yeah.
he could get called up for jury service. Right, you're on.
Freak of the Week's coming up now.
Oh, cheeky freak of the week.
Right, well, we've had some interesting things we've been looking at. This week, it's about the strangest couple that ever got married.
and we've had 2 sets of chimps, so it's stranger than that. Oh, it's not Dale Winton and Nell McAndrew, is
It's
it?
not your parents, is it?
Well, we're going back again to about, I think this is about
Something like that.
1940.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Not important.
Strangest couple, a fella, right? He had skin of a lizard,
Yeah, the skin of a lizard, okay.
and the woman who he
Which he
married,
used as a condom.
woman who he married, airiest woman ever,
Right.
and that was their act. They used to tour the world, and they'd say, you know, it's like, you know, a couple who've met, they're having a great life. Let's get them out on stage. Here they are. And they'd
What do you
pop
mean
out.
he had a skin of a lizard, first of all?
That's what it said. He had some sort of some illness.
So he was called Lizard Man, and you like that because it was good description.
I thought that's good.
I'm
Let
here,
me know.
hello, we've booked a table for 2. Who are you meeting? I'm meeting Lizard Man. Oh, he's over there.
Yeah.
You know he is, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Look
meeting
out.
the hairiest woman in the world. She's over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did they do for their act?
Now, bear in mind that we had some Siamese twins last week, and their act was having a bath.
yeah.
So I hope it's an improvement on that.
What did Lizard Man? He came out and ate some flies, did he?
I don't really know. I just think they stood there on that.
Yeah, when you read this and it goes the most interesting fact ever, Lizard Man, and you go, that's enough. That's
Yeah,
enough.
well,
I can
that-
extrapolate from
Yeah,
that.
but straight away I'm thinking, right, I wonder if they got the wedding photos. Right? And then, like it said that they had a kid.
Oh, what would that be like? Half
Exactly,
lizard, half.
exactly, that's
It'd be
what I was
like an
thinking.
ostrich, wouldn't it? It would sort of like.
That's what I was thinking.
What did you think it would come out like, the baby?
I didn't think what that looked like. I just was thinking, oh, parents' evening. Do you know what I mean?
You wouldn't want them coming up to the school, would you?
So,
Well, that's the
little
problem.
Johnny, who starts off relatively normal, he's quite good at, he's good at nature, isn't he? And his mum and dad come into the room and they'd be looking round, wouldn't they?
Well, it's always like that thing. at school when, like, you find out your mate's mum and dad are really old.
Right,
Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
When you go, your gran and granddad bought you?
Yeah.
No, mum and dad.
Yeah.
And you go, oh.
It is weird.
What was that we were talking about? He calls him mum. What was that? I was sorry.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And,
no,
like,
that's always strange.
I just-
If you had Godzilla and King Kong as your parents,
Yeah.
and it was
And they're
like you
always
say,
fighting.
They're always fighting, and you know, like you say, if you're in a school play or something, you wouldn't tell them, would you? You wouldn't want them coming out with a video camera.
He didn't tell his parents he was in the. When we were,
Well, exactly.
You did Little Donkey and you didn't tell your dad, did you? And he came along and videoed it.
Yeah.
Was
kept
that-
it quiet, don't want them to know anything.
But you didn't. What was it? You was meant to be playing. You had a little drum, didn't you?
Yeah, I was doing, I had a little drum. I think I was meant to be playing We Three Kings.
Yeah.
But, we started doing Little Donkey and I thought I can add a touch to this.
Sure, you improvise.
Started playing along.
It was like
loved
the first
Yeah.
remix, wasn't it?
It went down well. But yeah, that's all I was thinking with, the Freak of the Week this week. That's what I'm saying about Freak of the Week. It's to get people thinking, right? Thinking how lucky they are. That, you know, they don't have to...
Comb their face. What are you talking about? What do you mean? Freak of the Week is to let people know how lucky they are.
Just...
What about the little freak you're talking about? What are they thinking? They're going, oh, he's talking about me. I'm a little hairy lizard man on a stick.
Pop in, give us a call. You know, that's what I'd like to do on a TV programme. That's what I want to do. I want to go and, like, meet these people and say, right, let's just go shopping. Let's, you know, we'll film what your normal day's like.
Yeah.
Let's pop out. Nip into Sainsbury's or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, buy a comb. for her,
Park
whatever.
right up close to it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what you're saying is you just want to get a little message out there, which is that there's always someone worse off than you.
Well, there's proof of that in this room. You know what I mean?
Oh, Carl, when's your train?
In a minute, I'm going to get going now. I'll see you later.
Thanks, Carl.
Brilliant. What are you playing? You can play a song?
Kirsten McCall.
Yeah.
I'll see you later.
Cheers.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Right, well, I thought we'd go for sort of a Christmas feel, right? So, this one, it happened in Stockholm, right? A couple of years ago, around the Christmas time. There's this little grotto, right?
Oh,
Everything he says is funny, isn't it?
A little grotto was set up and stuff, right? And, it was getting busier and busier, right? This little grotto, there was only one in Stockholm, right? Queue was massive and stuff.
Well, that's not true.
And this,
That's not true. There's
No,
not
but
one.
fine, just listen.
But that's not true. A couple of
Don't
years ago,
interrupt the
if
news.
you'd have said 1,000 years ago.
yeah, it was busy and
interrupt
that.
the
And there was this bloke who had a kid, and the kid was saying, Dad, you know, can I go and see, you know, Father Christmas in the grotto?
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, I don't want to join that queue, it's too big, right? And loads of the Father Christmases who was in the booth, they kept jacking it in because the queue was that big.
What do you
Too
mean loads of
stressful.
Father Christmas in the booth? What
Because
booth?
they got through loads in the grotto, the Father Christmas and that, right? They couldn't act the pressure of the queues. The queues were massive for this grotto.
This is rubbish.
So they
come on,
kept,
come on, yeah.
getting through like loads of Father Christmases.
They just
Like,
kept walking
different
off.
people. They kept saying, I can't handle this. You'll have to get a new one in, right?
Right, okay.
Anyway, so this fella, right? The kid kept asking every day, "Can we go in there?" He said, "No, look, the queue's big." Anyway, one day, the queue was suddenly a lot shorter, right? Because they got a new little Father Christmas fella.
I can't. I mean, I
No,
can't.
right.
In the
Right,
grotto.
Carl. If this Father Christmas turns out to be about
So-
3'6" and hairy,
So anyway, right, so he's going, come on then, we'll join the queue, right? So he joins the queue, and he's you know, the queue's going down really fast, people are going in and out really quick, and he's going, how's he managing to do this, right? And he sort of looks through the curtain, he can just see a little slight thing, and he can see the bloke who's, like, dressed up as Father Christmas, he's handing him out with his hands and his feet and that, right? So they're going, no, look, if you don't...
I'm going to die!
Anyway, so...
Please don't interrupt the news, Rick. I want to hear the news. No, just.
So he's queuing up, right, and he's going, oh, he's good on him, you know, he's got a new method of handing out the presents and that. Whilst he's queuing there, there's a little fella selling chestnuts, so he thinks, oh, I'll buy some of them, and, you know, something to munch on whilst I'm in the queue and stuff.
Yeah.
And, so anyway, he's queuing up, he's eating the chestnuts, comes to his turn,
Yeah.
right?
it's
he
absolute
goes,
rubbish.
What are you on about?
It's absolute rubbish.
So,
This is-
so,
So cut a long story short, you reckon that they hired a chimp to hand out presents, Father Christmas?
and so he brought the chestnuts in, and the monkey attacked him, and
Well,
ate the
he went off, right? And he's going, why is it all going mad? And
You're
that? And there's a little
talking
There's
rubbish.
a little fella that sat there with like a little beard on and that.
Yeah,
And,
you're talking rubbish. You're talking rubbish.
Well, it's not worth me carrying on then.
No, it's not worth you carrying on, because again, it's absolute rubbish. That didn't happen. There's no way they'd hire a chimp, and there's no way people would go, they'd see it was a chimp!
Forget it.
They'd say it was absolute rubbish. If you wanna, find out more about Karl, what's the website address, Karl?
bbc.co.uk.
And I've drawn a little picture that you can win of Karl, and it really sums him up.
Alright. See you later then. Right. Next week, innit?
Yeah.
Right.
It's coming on.